Hey guys, Qui-Gon Jake here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Wait, are you seeing those people going down the stairs and they... Was that just me? Can we rewind that? Oh my gosh, I'm not sure if anyone else saw what I did, but when people were walking down the stairs, they like do a complete 180. Regardless, welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Last episode, we had just given Mesa a major facelift and totally overhauled her public transit, relocated her rail station, and it was expensive. It was so expensive, but it's done, and now we have the big boy to look forward to in today's episode. Let's get cracking. And big boy is apparently a small blue dot. That was anticlimactic. There we go. There's the 4844 Big Boy and the Union Pacific version of the Big Boy, and 4019. I forgot about all his variants. So that is what we have been waiting for. I really look forward to this. I think I have. I don't have. I've like only got like one or two mods in this game. I've been trying to make it as vanilla as possible, but I did give in and got the big boy mod because I don't want to hear a big boy sound. I don't want the horn to sound like this. That's not a big. That's not the kind of. Have you heard? Have you listened? Because Union Pacific, they restored a big boy from a like a. It wasn't like it was a display train, but they took it back from being a museum piece to active service, and they spent years renovating. And when they finally got it to be running and its whistle finally getting that fine-tuned, it gave me tingles. It was so exciting. It was so cool. So we have got to get a route set up for the big boys. Now, obviously, as I mentioned a few episodes ago, the Phoenix Steelworks Incorporate needs iron and coal. What better locomotive to bring that than a big boy? So let's go ahead and get that initially, or get that started, I suppose. Let me see. I'm going to definitely need to be this the longest train that it can longest station we can possibly get. Unfortunately, the other problem is just the location of the steel mill is on the wrong side of the tracks. It's just the wrong side. So I'm going to have to figure out how exactly we're going to get there. Because I have coal and 2 coals and iron. I have another coal and another iron here. I guess I could technically go over. I don't really want to do that though. And I don't want to put this onto the main line. Let's see, what do we do here? What do we do here? Because I have iron mine, but that's just so far away. I mean, it does take steel there and there, but this one's just very central, and it would be really nice to make this one the locale. Well, you know what? Let's just start with the stations that we know we can plop down. So, what I will probably do is make this. I gotta be careful where I place this. I'm gonna have to redesign these roads. This is gonna be the main station where the big boy is going to be picking up both coal and iron. Let's look at the terrain map mode. So about here, I'm gonna have it delivered by trucks too. Just because I want the big boys to have as little things holding them back, like waiting for loads to go. So this is absolutely going to be the most extended platform. I can keep going. Holy cow! You know what? We'll stop there. I feel like surely that's enough right there. Surely you must be joking. I'm not joking, and don't call me Shirley. Okay. I only need that. I will remove these for a massive platform. And then, because we want to make it look special and unique and stuff like that, we will put these guys like that. Totally aesthetic. No point in that really whatsoever in terms of actual... Wow, this thing is going to connect. This thing is so long. Okay, so hear me out. this station is like way larger than I think we're ever gonna need, but that's a big think, and not a lot of certainty behind that think. So let's go ahead and get the roads replayed, or replaced, I should say, and then let's go ahead and get that. Ooh. If I put them here, this is gonna have to cross. I didn't think of that one. I don't think I thought that one all the way through. Let's see. What if I just do... Because I'm gonna do this. So let's just delete the road for now. Well, the roads come later. They're not as big a priority. Because iron and coal are gonna be the two big ones. Let's see, how are we looking terrain-wise? Surprisingly, not bad. Move it back just a little, so we have as little elevation as possible. But now I gotta figure out how to get the coal to the steel mill, which is on the opposite side of the tracks. Because what I could do an elevated... Let's see, as much as I don't want to be doing lots of elevated track, the big boy, if there was a train that could manage, it would be a big boy. It would absolutely be a big boy. Okay, but not that. That definitely is not what we're looking for. No, we gotta have that. I can't be getting this bridge collision. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have this one's gonna be a bit of a challenge to get. Because I don't want her losing speed is the problem. But I also don't want her to be I don't want her to be crossing this rail line here. What am I gonna do about that? I don't want to have this thing on bridges the whole time, but I may not have a choice. Because I just don't want this crossing. I can have it go just a little bit over, like that, and then we can have it come back down. Okay, you're telling me that this is way too high already, eh? Oh well. $75, there we go. So now we gotta go ahead and make this building. The problem is because steel is such a fundamental resource in this game, I don't know exactly how a freight station right here is gonna work, if it even does. Let's see, is that... No, that's a really bad placement for it. We're gonna have this thing catch right like that. Alright, and now... time to just grab that. Ooh, wow, that's a bit of a steep. Okay, yeah, just do that. Don't raise up the ground too much. There we go, there's that. And then there's that. Oh, hang on a second. That looks a little weird. There we go. Okay. That is the steel mill. So now we got to get this thing... the Temecula Machines Factory. This would make sense for this to be a part of the network. But, also it's kind of right in the way of everything. Jeez. Alright, I need to have you curve around. 65 is fine. That's going to be more than you need. Okay. Let's go back here. I need to extend this just a little further out. so that we can put in a station with 2 tracks. Actually, I'll do it manually with 1. It's gonna go right here. I need to extend the track just a little further. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, it's just a cut. Oopsies. Let's go ahead and grab you. There we go. Now we can go and put this in here. Excellent. Delete that. Connect. Add extra tracks. I don't know if I'm going to need extra rail, so I'll put it in just in case I do. I'd rather have it and not need it than not have it and need it, you know. Alright, so that will be... The inside lane is going to be from the steel mill to the tools factory or machinery factory. The outside line is going to be the line that connects here, which means I need to go ahead and get that there. I might really need to consider adding extra ones for this one too, just to be safe. Whoops, don't need that one. And then platforms, I will need to put those in here. Just gonna go ahead and delete that. Make sure this connects nicely. Perfect. And then make sure this plays well. It does. Excellent. So that 55 is going to bother me, but for a while, the 55 won't make a difference because the maximum speed that the locomotive can go is capped by how many... Oops, I did the wrong rail line. Whoopsie doops. Oopsie daisy. There we go. No one will know. Right? I won't tell if you won't tell. That's goofy looking. Alright, so now we gotta get this extension. Again, 65 is a good... If I can hit 65, I'll be happy. Eventually we'll want to have that level of speed, but for now we don't need it. Well, it's not that we don't need it, it's not as urgent. There's 75. And then I don't think I need this line to have a second rail. So I'm going to just put this... no, I'll extend it to the coal mine, and then we'll have a bank in. There we go. In case for whatever reason I need another track for some reason. No idea what that reason would be, but you never know. Okay, that elevation is bothering me. Yeah, if there was an award for, what is it? It's like just ADHD levels of like things that that don't bother most people, but for people with ADHD, you're just like, oh, it's too much, it's triggering. This is one of those things. Okay, we're just gonna put you here, put you there, and then you guys, I need to start by getting the ground level so that we can get this pathway looking correct. Also, you may have, the student of you may have noticed that we have a metric frick ton of money. Some people would just say that that's plenty amounts of money, and it is. I purposefully saved up so that when we got to this point, we wouldn't be like, okay, now I gotta wait, 10 more years to be able to afford the big boy, because they're not cheap. They are very much not cheap. Okay, this line's going to cut right through this gorge, the same as the train. That's fine. Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-boom. This thing just barely is not going to pick up the coal or the iron. What I could do, though, if I really wanted to... I mean, here's the thing. it actually is very lucrative to just have trucks delivering to the station here. It is surprisingly lucrative to do that. Um, so we're going to. And then to that end, we need to get some freight. I only need one on the left or right. You know what I mean. Have this. Needs to go there. You. I'm gonna just put you right here. Oops, wrong button. Wrong lever. Why do we even have that lever? Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and add in some cargo because these things tend to go deep and really very extensively over budget. Well, not over budget, over storage is what they are. And when coal and iron is concerned, yes, you do what you gotta do. So, there we go. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work. Let's go ahead and get another road depot in out here, because we're gonna need it, I think. Methinks we shall need it. Most definitely. Shorter routes for the trucks. So what do we got here? It looks like we currently have the Opel Blitz dump truck, which is, I can't wait till we get the stud bakers. Let's go ahead and get, let's start with 9. These guys will be the orange color for the new line going from here to here. Very short, very simple. This is the Temecula. I think I just do TM, Temecula Iron Delivery. Actually, technically it's the Iron Transfer. I do try to be very intentional with the naming system so I don't confuse myself. We then have you to here. And this will be the TM Coal Transfer. I might end up choosing to go with the station instead of drop-off points because it might get this really congested. Actually, in fact, I know that's gonna happen. I just know it from experience that's gonna happen. So let's just get this out of the way. Make this as simple as possible. Yeah. Just like right about there. Boom. All it takes. And then you can go in on line 1. And you can go in on terminal 2. No, other way around. There we go. Okay, so that's now connected to Temecula South. Now comes the fun part. Well, that curve is a little wonky, but that's okay. All the way over here to the steel mill. All right. Let's see, I do have one of these guys here. Let's try to connect ones that we already have. So, we have you connecting this way. I don't think anyone's even using that line. Yeah, no one's using line 5. So we're going to bring out line 5 on a mission of peace. There we go. So we can have a connector like that. And now comes the fun part. Oh boy. Big boy. I don't know what this one is, and I don't know what to do about it, so I'm not going to touch it. This one can go 81 miles an hour. I forgot it could go that fast, but her power and tractive effort... Ooh, and my... let's see. We have lots of ones to choose from. I'm trying to remember which one it was that got restored. I think it was the 4014. We're going to go with that one. Cargo, this is where the fun begins. So, we're going to make sure that these cars all have a good solid gray. I don't want them to be orange. And we're going to be bringing out probably maybe 288. That's how long the train is. It could probably handle more, quite honestly. 26 wagons. Wow. Alright, so this is going to go from here to here. This will be the... we're just going to call this the ore train. Okay, now comes the moment of truth. Yep, big boy. Okay, I'm nervous. I haven't heard this in a while, so I'm really excited. Let's see how she does. Yes, that's the sound. That is the sound of beauty. Yep. Oh, I love that. I love this mod. She's chugging a little bit, but she does have a lot of coal trains to be delivering. So while she's getting kicked into gear, let's see how... Oops, I forgot to get trucks for the other side. I need to grab... What was it? 9? Is that what we said? 9... Dark gray, setting up for the Temecula coal transfer. Yep. Back to the big boy. Still coming out of the station. Still coming. There it goes. Actually finished. Finally finished. Big boy. Ah. This makes me happy. Let's see what angles we can get from her. She's just so big. Oh my gosh, and they even detailed the interior of the cab. Wow. Oops, wrong button. So yep, we got that, that. Ah. Oh my gosh. This is going to be the majority of the screenshots that I take, I think, from now on. Yep, that's a thing of beauty right there. It's so beautiful I could almost cry. Let's see. It's going to take a little bit for this to go. But there already is a ton of coal waiting to be picked up. So, that's going to be the first trip, is going to be over here to the steelworks. The next thing is going to be having to grab steel and lumber and transporting it here to the Temecula Machines factory. That's going to be a bit of a process, especially because we have lots of lumber here now, which is good, and we're bringing more back. It's been very profitable to be bringing lumber back with us from these forests way out here. I'll probably connect Mesa Forest and Mesa Forest number 3. Well, no, see, here's the other problem that we're having. This station is packed full of lumber and wood, and as amazing and as much capacity as these 262s or 212.2s, I believe, or 412.2s, they just can't carry enough. Their trains are they're just too small. They can probably tack on like maybe 4 or 5 more cars, but the bigger problem is that this station right here is too small, and there really isn't anywhere where I can extend it. So, what my thought process is, we need to make a freight yard. We need to make some place probably just south of Flagstaff. I don't like the fact that there's this massive incline right here, but having some place where all of the goods go and then they get distributed from there, because as you can tell, we're already past the platform, which means we take a hit to speeding loading times. And again, this one too from Big Bertha. I mean, heck, we can look over here at Mesa and there's tons of stuff waiting. that need big boys. You need a big boy to get all the stuff taken care of. So, yeah, it's already full. Let's see, where is big boy? How much stuff do you have with you? Not much for a first haul, but that's okay. It is my fault for not forgetting to put in the coal trucks. See, this is the other thing that could be a problem, is this hold up here. Also, where are all the trucks? Oh, they're here. There they are. We'll see. The trucks may end up not being actually profitable in the long run. Man, look how long that train is. Man, oh man. Even when you think you've seen the end of the train, it takes a while for that last car to finally show up, and you're like, oh my gosh, this thing just keeps going. It makes these Mikados look really minuscule in comparison in terms of train size. Wow. Oh, I guess one thing I should have done was to have her set up to arrive on the inside line. Because she needs to be taking this track. So I'll have to edit that later. So the next thing is going to be making a freight terminal and just placing it in somewhere, and then it might take a bit of money to make work. This place right here is actually pretty flat. So if I were to, and we also have a freight line running right here too. So I think this is the place we're going to make be the locale for our freight yard. So it's time to get the smoothing tool out. This is going to cost millions, but will be worth it. It will absolutely be worth it because we need a freight yard. We're just, with all of the goods that we're bringing over to Flagstaff and just the quantities of goods that are being brought, we could be doing so much more if we just had a better place to store them until they can be picked up by other trains. So here is the flattened mesa that I'm thinking of working with. There we go. Okay, so the first step is going to be making the actual freight depot itself. This is going to take all 8 station platforms, without a doubt. We're going to need to place them right about pretty centralized. This road right here, again, I was pointing with my fingers. You guys obviously can't see that. That road can be moved. So for now, let's go ahead and place it just right here. And then let's start adding extra rails. Because that's what this thing is going to be really holding, is just cargo capacity. Okay, and then one more here. This is a little close to flag, or these rails right here, but I am okay with this. Okay, this road will have to move. I think that's just, at this point, I'm kind of going in with that understanding that this road has to move. It is just too in the way right now. Yeah, like that. Cool. So you got that road. We're gonna bring this one down. You know what? That's ridiculous. Let's see. We're gonna just put you like that. There. Look out, people! got that taken care of. It's very ugly, but I don't care. Because I need to get one more. Yep, that's fine. I really do hope I don't regret having placed it right there. It's pretty central to our operations. Okay, so now I got to figure out how we're going to get all of the material here. So, with that in mind, we could really have two lines coming up from the east here. So they'll take the top two slots. Also, we're going to probably work on getting that refinery added to our routes because we have enough money now to where I could be going and getting the oil from the oil refinery that's across the rim. It'd be expensive just to make a bridge that far out, but that's why I'm also keeping it here next to the refinery. Probably we'll make a separate route to bring the stone or the marble from this quarry to the station so that the trains that deliver the ore can go there. So that's going to be route number 1 is ore. I'm going to have to write this down somewhere on a post-it note or I'm going to forget myself. Let's see. Line 1, ore. Line 2, that will be coming in from the from Page. So we're going to put that as Page Freight. And then lines 3 and 4, I will figure something out for them. No, I know what it is. Line 3 is Mesa. There's Mesa, Freight. And then we'd have another line. I'm just going as the crow flies now. Line 4 would be Phoenix. Sorry, the camera's not moving. I'm just writing down on a post-it note. Because I is par. No, I'm fine. And that's an odd. That must be a real pain to have to harvest during harvest season. I'm sorry, I got totally distracted there. Oh, shiny thing. All right, back to what we were working on. So, okay, I know I had signals before. I need to remove those. Manage line. Don't worry about that. Because I need, as fun as these loops were, they need to be redesigned. And again, the nice thing also about this being up on the rim is that of all the vehicles to carry goods to this location, Big Boy is the vehicle to do that. Absolutely is. So yeah, this I like also how this one's curve is so much more gradual. It's not so steep like this one where it's like, you know, it's like trying to get a breath of air. Let's go ahead and get... Okay, this one does need to curve though a little quicker. There we go. Yeah, so the top line there is going to be the stone or the quarry route, so I don't need get that to 66, there we go. I don't need that first line to be connected to this route. Okay, so probably gonna just double track this all the way over. Because I can. Ooh, that's going to be cutting into the ground just a little bit more than I would like it to. That's okay. And then let's grab you. Why are you giving me grief? There we go. Just took it a second to think about its life choices. Alright. I will connect this guy to this for now, just until I get the station completely set up. So this route, let's see, got Mesa's freight is coming in next. I don't think I need this. Well, no, I do, but it's going to connect right up here. That way it has as much time to fit. Signals, we're going to let this be a one-way here, which means we got to do a one-way way out here. Yep, that's still fine. Okay, you... I don't want to lose all this stuff that's here, but at the same time, I don't really see how else I'm going to get this to work. It's like I wish the materials didn't just, you know, disappear out of the blue, but what are you going to do? All right, let's see. We're burning through so much time already. Yep, well, let's just pull the trigger on it. Let's just pull the trigger on it. Well, I need to get the Mesa one connected first. So, tracks. That would be this one right here. Okay, let's do that. And then that for Phoenix, as far as I know. There we go. Boom. I am going to double check this one just for safety. And then we're going to need to have this all split. So let's see what we got. Yep, that's fine. Do that there. Bada bing, bada boom, and Bob's your uncle. Yeah, because technically, actually, I have two lines, not coming from this, but coming from this. Line 1 is the stone. Yeah, line 1 is stone. And then this line is line 3. So actually, I don't want this one then. I want to keep those ones separate. Whoops, don't do that. Why are you making this so difficult? There we go. Okay. Now is when we start to get this two lines situation going, like that. I'm surprised that this looks so good, especially with it being uphill. Like, that's incredible. That, like, never happens. Alright, so this... Nope, not like that. We're gonna have to do it like this, aren't we? Yep. 60, thank you. Boom, like that. Nope. Maybe a little further. 60, bingo. So that's going to be our 4 routes. Bada bing. Bada boom. Baba kaboosh. I think this is how some people, I have heard it from somewhere. Okay, so that's the 2 roads in to these 2 platforms right here. Okay. Tools exchange. Don't worry about it. You won't have to be worrying about it for much longer. Big Bertie. you're going to change the line. I'm altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. To go to Upper Flagstaff. Okay, why are you telling me you don't like me anymore? What did I do? Line 3. Okay, you wanted to be on line 2. Too bad. I already have a train coming in on line 2. You get line 2, not line 3. You get line 3, not line 2. And then these guys, I'm going to have to give them an in so that they can connect. At least the guy that's already here waiting. Stone delivery is going to go from Mesa West to here, Upper Flagstaff. Okay. Another thing that I need to consider, and I need to think about this early on, and if this is going to be what I want to do, is do I want there to be roundabouts? Most likely the answer is going to be yes. I am a sucker for those. But that does mean I need to be thoughtful about where I'm going to place those. I'll probably do those ones off camera. I don't think those are really worthy of being in an episode. So, stone delivery. We now need to get a depot for that. I'm gonna upgrade that so I have that. Okay. Yep, perfect. Needs to be as... Yes, good. Perfect. It connects to the refinery. That's good. I really did not want that to have to be a truck delivery. That one really has no business being a truck delivery. Alright, so now we gotta do this. This is gonna be fun because there's going to be a lot of platforms. At least 3. 4 is the safe side. Because this is also gonna have to go from here to Flagstaff. Alright, do you have anyone coming in on your... You still have that one. Okay, so we gotta manage the line. Change from page tools to Upper Flagstaff, line 2. And then remove that. Boom. Okay, so that is now the direction for her. Excellent. Excellent. Did you just say excellent because I said excellent? No? Excellent. Excellent. Let's see. Alright, that is all the stuff, which means now this can be destroyed. So long. I forget what your name was. Flagstaff West. That's terrible. Yeah, it was a great date. What's your name again? I can't remember. It's just... Yep, that's how you make a great first impression. Okay, cargo. We definitely want to have one of these. I'm probably going to honestly extend most of these by 1 just to make sure we have that. Street access, I'm going to put this one here as well. So let's go ahead and get a new 1 platform right at 30 meters. And then configure this with the standard extra cargo slot for when... That won't let me. That's alright. One should be enough. Kind of. Doop, doop, boop, boop. And bring you to there. You are going to be a gray because you are going to be... this would be flag, marble, transfer. Okay, and I'm going to need some vehicles to man that. Let's get like 12 of these guys. Let's give them that same color. Put them on the flag. Marble transfer. Okay, so that's that now. Situation sorted out. So we've got train 1 coming in. We have Big Bertie going out. The next thing, and it's already lost all of its goods, was this freight station. So that's going to be the next biggest thing. is having to just basically take it from being sticking into the city to sticking outside of the city, kind of like what we had to do with the station out here, because um, we need more space. Quite simply, we just need more space. So I'm going to work on that. And while I work on that, let's watch some trains for just a few minutes before we wrap up this episode. Alrighty, and we are back. I have spent the last 30 to 45 minutes literally just tinkering around with this to make sure that it works, and to get all the trains readjusted, to get the new Flagstaff industry deliveries rebuilt. And we have many a big boy. Look at all those wagons. Yep. This is giving us the potential for having massive infrastructure expansion and growth. And we got our little new quarry trucks going through here. We've got this big boy coming through. Not gonna have anything on the. Oh, actually no, I stand corrected. He has 10. There are 10 construction goods. I could still add more cars on. Probably at least 6 more cars. Maybe closer to 7 or 8 if I needed to. For now, we're just going to be a little realistic with it. Holy cow, just the size of that train is so long. I love it. How about over here? Looks like our big boy number 1 has finally made it with a full load to the steel mill. Let's see how much money that nets him. Let's see, I think I had that turned off. Yeah, let's turn that back on. Wow, I need to extend the station. 4.26 million. Wow. And here's the crazy thing. He could be carrying more. Page Iron Mine. Where's that? Oh, way out here. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's just I don't think we're going to have steel capacity at that level. Alright, well, while I'm in the neighborhood, before I forget, let's expand this station here. Because clearly we need it for the big boy. But other than that, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We have our little ore trains that are just now going to start receiving stone ore. We have our little roundabouts to get out of the freight depot. Like staff's passengers are slowly declining a little. I'm a little discouraged to see that, but hopefully that'll just be a short-term problem. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of Transport Fever 2. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm so glad that we finally have the big boys in tow, and look at that long train. Oh, I love seeing that. She's going to be making us lots of money. You blow that horn there, big boy. But that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.